Hi, welcome to my discussion of the CLIMB project I completed for my Master of Arts in Professional Communication program. This video will give you a brief overview of the project and the stages of development the project went through. If you want to read about the insights I gained from completing the project, you can read the paper I produced entitled The Persona Prescription. A copy of this paper is found on my portfolio's project page. Just click on the deliverables link to be taken to a copy of the paper and the personas I developed. For my client project, I assisted Clemson University's Office of Sponsor Programs with the redesign of their website. The purpose of this office is to support students, faculty, and staff locate, pursue, and obtain funding for their research from a variety of sources. Their current website's organization, navigation, and arrangement of features, however, is troublesome for users to understand. In order to fix these issues, I was contacted by a grant coordinator of the office, Diana Thrasher, and I worked with her one-on-one throughout the project to develop the website. My project went through several stages of development, including user research, persona and scenario development, design development, and implementation. Since the main goal of the office is to provide information to assist their users, the redesigned website would need to meet these users' needs. In order to do this, I followed Janice Reddish's strategy by first gathering information about the website's users. The office had established three main categories of users: students, faculty, and the staff members in each of the college's research support centers, and I sought to interview individuals from each of these categories. The goal of the interviews was to determine what tasks the website helps the users complete. In the end, I interviewed 22 existing and potential users of the website. After the interviews were conducted, the user statements were studied and any needs implied by the data were written down into statements. In total, 523 needs statements were developed. The needs statements were organized into the three original categories of students, faculty, and staff. This was done for two reasons. First, to establish a clear connection to the existing language of the OSP, and second, the interviews revealed that there were significant differences in the needs of these categories. After gathering information about the users, Reddish recommends creating personas in order to bring together the common characteristics of many of the users. Personas are descriptive models. They are fictitious representations of the product's target users. Personas are presented as an individual person, but they actually represent a group of users with similar attitudes, experiences, and behavior patterns. They consist of a picture, a name, and the key points from the user data. Reddish explains that they should also include demographics like age, family status, education level, relevant quotes, interests, and values. However, the most important characteristics of a persona are their motivations, tasks, and goals for the product. After analyzing the data and needs assessment, I created the following four personas. Jake Moore, the graduate student, is unfamiliar with the proposal process and the Office of Sponsored Programs and needs information on the process in order to determine if this is something he wants to pursue. Dr. Lucy Williams is the faculty member who is inexperienced or new to the process of funding. She reads the weekly Research Reward newsletter and likes to stay informed about the new funding opportunities and the research that is being conducted around campus. Lisa Keller, the staff member persona, is a grant coordinator for the Research Support Center in the Engineering and Science College. She visits the website daily in order to reference documents, forms, links, contact information, and the like. Dr. Martin, the faculty member who has experience applying for funding, only goes to the website in order to locate forms and policy. His main needs focus on finding information quickly and easily. Once the personas were developed, Reddish suggests creating scenarios in order to transform the user's goals and tasks into real stories. Flower Hayes and Swartz also support the revised structure information around human agents performing actions in particularized situation. Since the office's website tries to assist students, faculty, and staff through a confusing process, scenarios were created for each of the personas. These scenarios were used to focus the redesign on what is most important to the website's users. After completing the user research and developing the personas and scenarios, I started to develop my designs. My personas and scenarios informed my recommendations and allowed me to focus on the needs of the office's users. A further discussion of the personas can be found in my client project paper. As I developed my recommendations, I created initial sketches that were revised into the final designs for the website. Many of my designs focused on grouping information together, utilizing anchor links, and including a sidebar with quick references and links. At the end of this phase, I delivered my recommendation report for the website and inserted the design pages into the OSP's content management system. A full discussion of my methodology, findings, and specific recommendations can be found in my recommendation report on the project page of my portfolio. I hope this video has been informative, and thank you for taking the time to learn about my client project.